The only one who can ever stop you is you. The only one who can ever create so much drama in your life is you. You're the one who gets to choose it all. And if you are like me, you've probably spent your whole life stopping you from doing whatever it was. Not even that you wanted to do. You probably didn't even know. You didn't even have a goal on what you wanted to do. You just, every time you put something in front of yourself, you then stopped yourself, either by fear or by drama or difficulties or whatever it was. Not that you always created the difficulties, but like things have happened and then therefore you have stopped, and you've stopped yourself. And that little voice that kept saying, oh, you can't do that. No, you don't do that. No, you stopped you. Last night as I was heading to bed, and I don't even know why it came up or why I thought about it, but I was like, I just realized that everything, because I was listening to somebody, and in my 20s, after being told so many times, and going to school, being told at a young age that I had a learning disability and that I was dumb, and ended up going to a class with a whole bunch of people who had learning disabilities. And we, after being told all that, I really didn't think, okay, sit down. Nope, hey, down. I didn't think that, well, I was told I couldn't go and be anything different, right? I had to follow their, whatever it was, their thing they were doing. When it was high school, I chose to go to a different high school than what they had set up for me, because I no longer wanted to be classified as, and for whatever reason I was allowed to choose that decision. I wasn't allowed to choose when I was in elementary school, but in high school, and not even senior high, junior high, I was allowed to go to a regular high school, and not the one they had set up for me. And they just did modified program for me. So I still was in the same classroom as everybody else. I was able to do my studies. I got C's, but like C pluses, and I even got a B at one time. It was all modified, but anyways, just making my story longer, I realized that when I was in my 20s, I went back to school and I decided I was going to be a counselor so I could help people. So I went to school. I wanted to be a child and youth counselor for like the longest time, but I never, ever went that route, ever. I don't know why. But I did go and become a counselor, drugs and alcohol, and family counseling, and I even opened my own practice for a while, but I stopped myself every time. Every time I just felt I wasn't enough. I just felt that I couldn't do it. I just felt that, and like looking at people now who coach and who have done counseling and everything, I'm like, you know what, I've been doing this since I was 20, and I'm in my 50s now, so like for 30 years, and I never give myself credit, like at all. The only person who stops us from being who we want to be is us. Yes, life happens. Yes, I put things on hold, but it was because I never ever believed in me. I always thought it's easier just to go get a job that doesn't really matter if you mess up, you know, like you're gonna mess up, right? You're gonna mess up no matter what. People always mess up. Come on, let's go. Psychiatrists mess up. When I went to see a psychiatrist and they wanted to put me on antidepressants my whole life. And I was like, I don't think so. And I managed now this isn't for everybody, this is just for me, but I managed my own depressions and anxiety by myself, knowing that, you know, because I'm a big believer in thoughts, right? Your thoughts can change everything. So help me move to, like, get out of my situation, get to where I get out of the abusive relationships, all different types, friendships, like everything, just changed my life, right? But I still never believed in myself. I even worked as an employment counselor for years, and loved it. And I was in front of people doing workshops and loved it. You know, it was scary every time I did it, and I always said I didn't really like it, but I actually did like the thrill of it. But the only person who ever stopped me from being me or doing what I wanted to do is me. And when I thought about that last night, I was like, I'm the only one. It's me. I'm the problem. It really is. You get to choose you. You get to choose who you want to be. What you got to do is stop focusing on the fear of it. Stop focusing on what could go wrong. Stop focusing on you can't do it, and start doing it. Start doing it. Start being who you want to be. Start learning your own lessons. It's as simple as just changing your story. It really is. Any relationship, anything that's happening, doesn't matter what it is. Believe in yourself. You got this. Rosie, get your baby. Rosie, baby! As easy as that. So there was somebody over there, and Rose, years ago, would have just freaked that door shut, instead of even knowing what was happening. It's changing how you see things, changing who you want to be. See that person and go for it. You want to write a book? Write a book! Stop stopping yourself. I remember when I was writing Life with Matt, and I was so gung-ho at first. Then I was scared. Then I was gung-ho. How do I want to put this together? I had 2 books, writing back and forth. And then I decided I was going to put the 2 books together, because I really wasn't sure on how I wanted to tell the story of the book, Life with Matt. Then I had my cousin, who's a editor, and she looked it over for me, and then she started helping me with it. And she helped me so much, right, that it was great. It was a great process for me to, like, I would love to just write and then give it to somebody and they can do whatever with it. But that's not the case. I mean, yes, I could hire people, but at the moment, that's not the case. Even being able to give my work to readers is really a real big step for me. I don't know why. I've even been thinking about this part with this new book, because this new book is I'm almost done with all the editing and all the stuff that I want to put in. And I'm like, I may rearrange some chapters a bit, but it's like, and it's perfect on what the book is, what the whole book is about, like this whole transformation that I'm going through myself. And like realizing that last night. And then I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, why? Like, I don't know if I want to stay up, but I need to do something with myself. And so I laid in bed and I just started listening to this audio, and it was a 24-hour healing your body audio. And I was so in love with this thing. And I was like, it's okay. You know, yesterday was yesterday. I don't have to beat myself up because of what I did yesterday. I no longer have to be my own enemy. I can be my best friend, and I can love me for who I am and where I am. It's okay that for 30 years I've been stopping myself every moment I can and been afraid to be who I want to be. I can change. I have time. I woke up this morning. That means I have today, and I can be whoever it is I want to be. I can do whatever it is I want to do, no matter who else is doing it. That's another one. So, like, I used to think that, oh, so I'm really big on being a mom. I love being a mom. And I would go, oh, I could do this mom thing, or I could do that mom thing, or I could do, and then it would be like, oh, somebody else is doing that, so I can't do that. Like, as if there's only, you know, so many people giving this advice or that advice, or doing this or that, or, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much opportunity, but only you can stop yourself. Like, that's all there is to it. You are the one who stops yourself. I'm the one who stopped myself. It wasn't because, you know, and then we wait for people. We wait for someone. I want to do it with someone. I want my partner. I want my, you know, even starting like a podcast, right? And then I'm like, oh, well, I want to do it with, just start the podcast. I want to do this. Oh, wait. Okay, well, you know, and then another thing is like, oh, I don't have very many followers, so I'm not going to continue doing that. Why? Do it for you. Do it because you love to do it. You know, it's like we stop ourselves. Don't even do it for, like Life with Matt, when I was writing Life with Matt. And yes, you can buy that on Amazon. When I was writing that, at first, I was writing it because I was writing it more like a journey for myself in my own thought process. And I was like, okay, this is all I'm going to do. And I just took that baby step, and then the next baby step, and then the next baby step. And then eventually it became a book. And it's basically my story of life with my oldest son, Matt, right? From beginning to end. And it was a letter that, a message like, for me, when is a promise done? So as a parent, for me, I promise my kids to love them forever, unconditionally. No matter what they do, no matter how they treat me, I still love them. I may not be in their life. I may not be around them if they're mistreating me or whatever, right? But I love them unconditionally. And if they choose to walk away, then that's up to them, right? But I love them unconditionally forever. I had to learn a lot through that process, like being a parent. Wow, what a process. And so the book Life with Matt, that was where it started, was a promise I made to Matt when I was pregnant with him. And like, how many times, even through the whole process, like, of life with all our kids, with other people, how we choose to be, who we choose to be. And I'm actually writing a couple more books, but I'm trying to finish this one that I'm working on right now. And it's like another book that I'm writing will go into detail on, like, all the, especially this part that I just came up with, that we are the only ones stopping ourselves. Louise Hay didn't start Hay House till she was in her 60s. There's so many things that we can do at any age. There's a lady who didn't start running until she was later in life. And Rosie, get your baby. And it's completely up to, she sees nothing, but she thinks she sees something. Get your baby. And she knocked over my tables. There's no reason to stop. that you're never too late. You're never too early. There's the only person stopping you is you. That's it. Just you. So take baby steps. Maybe you don't have a clue what you want to be. Maybe what you really want to be scares the crap out of you and you don't know how to get there. That's where I am. I know who I want to be. Hi, hummingbird. Beautiful hummingbird. I know who I want to be, and I talk myself out of it every single time. I want to do something. I don't want to retire. I want to do something that I am passionate about every single day of my life until the day that I'm no longer here. Wow, I just emotionally hit some core there. I know what I want to do, and I know it scares me, and I know, and I really don't know how to do it. And so I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Baby steps. It may take me a while to get there. It may not be until I'm 60. But I know the message I want to get out there to all of you. And that is always, 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 always love yourself. Learn to love yourself. You'll never, ever allow anybody to talk meanly to you, including yourself. You'll never do anything to harm yourself. You'll never, ever, and yes, you're going to make mistakes. And yes, you're going to go, oh, I don't like the way that feels. And yes, you're going to fall down. And all of that's okay. All of it. My message is, you are enough. You are worth it. No matter what your goal is, keep with it. Find a way. Find a way. Because you are a miracle. You're amazing. You're wonderful. And you deserve this life. Don't allow anyone to tell you who you should be. And don't try and fit into somebody else's life. If they don't want you in their life because of who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly, then don't. Don't be there. Don't force yourself. Because you deserve more. You really do. Take baby steps. Know the only person that can ever stop you is you. It makes perfect sense to me now. You're worth living this life. It's your life. Live it the way you want. I love you.